banter over Asha Cardigan, how to go, lumps of Darren, lumps of Louise.
Agus lumps of Shiva.
I'm fresh off the boat, Colini, and do you know, delighted about a rash livery.
Really?
I know, yeah, no, actually, bhí me really buzzing. Bhí me mo couple about that, nor bhí me away. Agus chunig me gra sibse a mo chama and actually at FOMO.
Oh. There's a bang of Metropolis off, you know, if you like her coming
wrong.
wrong.
Sorry, the boot that she's a real puss in boots with those. A little smug puss in boots. I love them.
I know, well,
they're gorgeous.
But the reason being is because Neil Aon AD Glan agum atá like casual because
life of a jet setter.
I know.
She just co-crew.
I know.
I know.
A
jet all away, Gadi London now, Choma. So I have to because my Gary Gachford Lana Gatapik. I know, lads. I'll tell you.
There's no keeping her in air in a hilla.
Listen, we're doing Bourg Pointy, NYC.
Well, on tourists actually, it wasn't just NYC.
I know, it was amazing. We met Chicago, fight couple law, which was fab. Then Chumagli Boston, loved Boston. Boston is a city for me, girls. We should just fab. And we met like Laura A story how to go. Connie really does actually. I told her I'd give her a little shout out, Maeve.
Mayo.
Yeah.
Hello,
and she's Boston born and being she géisteach leis an bud chréile agus a fálam gailge.
Maeve, táimid gafalat.
Yes.
We're obsessed with you.
Gals, I need to do a couple of shout out, come on.
Okay, go on.
Bhí mis agus
Sorry, like I haven't even got to the New York leg of the journey and Louise can't
just
do the
while
takeover.
we're shouting
Go on,
out the A story.
Shout out away.
On Saturday night we went for a couple of joch.
We did. Literally Cúpla Joch. It was called.
It was very sensible, but it has just been a longer day for me. So I ended up in Devitt's on, is it Camden Street?
Yeah.
And anyway, shout out to all of the unreal How to Gael gals. The nice compliment of my life came from a group of Moonthorry Bunskala who came up to us. They recognised whatever Declan for being a hurler, but they were like, we're not here to talk about Declan. We want to say we love How to Gael.
Yes.
Agus the Vichy the Easter How to Gael odds Vichy getting ready for their night out. I was like, yes please, we always want to be part of your
compliment of my life is if you ignore my husband and just talk to me.
Oh my god.
So shout out to all of you Colini Choma. Now
are these the Colini are absolutely unreal or in the scale to Instagram.
Sorry, Louise was throwing up scale to left, right and centre.
Yeah, they looked iconic.
About time, says he.
Right.
She was great for the scale after a couple of jumps.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that annoyed me was she said with the How to Gael gals. I was like, excuse me, we are the How to Gael gals.
Do not know my audition replacements.
We're all
when you're away,
Devitt's is the place to go now for auditions, is it?
Honestly,
that's where you'd find me, to be honest. Right.
The next 30 o'clock on.
Yeah.
Well, can I just say I would have cast them all anyway because the little corochi we were having Tree Gael barely. I was like, it feels like an ep of How to Gael.
Yeah.
And I even had a shot of tequila delivered to me.
For God's
and they're
sake.
like, come on, we need to do a shot
The
of
service.
Yeah, it was actually
Jesus.
so Colini Gurmila Magov. Now
Okay.
sorry, Arashka Colwood, Boston.
So Boston, no, we Boston Caheven, we should just arouse loads of coal actually Boston, like coal fucking deadly, it was class. And then New York, and New York just has my heart. It was amazing. I like to my church fan Minnick, but every time I go it's just unreal. And then you may have their pud chréile and Sophie Colgan, ban who's just chef's kiss, I love her, and just full mela loads of yes, oh my god, we had our own little How to Gael Blian Dish party in New York.
Yes,
Orna
Follows of Michigas Louisa Kellorum Locklear.
Yes, Gahaling. So we were bi-coastal. But you know what now, hook my treat book now. This is the little handbag now. The girls slag me.
No, I didn't slag it. It's just she came clip-clopping over in her knee-high boots and her little.
I love we're coming after
maroon
a day's
mala.
work with all our bits and pieces. They're in rocks. How much little
I know my little handbag. I'm literally.
But you know what? That's actually a great mauler for you because you can't let it get too messy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Go on,
You need to downsize everything. Your shomer lappa, your talk, your car, so you can't let them get too messy.
So actually, Churmach for message home there, and Tashi bugga, Tashi dulgadi, Tashi a bugga as air, so Tashi deal with Sean. I think I'll actually buy her car off her because my car has just gotten to the stage where it's so yuck and messy
and dented.
And dented.
Like
Tashi,
you can't
it's still
just
running.
be like, okay, a new one, buy. Like I'll buy a new one.
I know, but her car is like, no, we drive old Golfs, like need a few more on it. Like I'd probably have to throw €1,000 into my car to get her roadworthy, at least I'd say for the next NCT. So look, this just might be the handiest thing of all, is just to drive her one into the ground next.
Keep it in the family.
That's what I think. I actually think it's the most environmentally friendly thing you could do, is just get an old banger of a car and drive her into the ground and drive her on. And it hasn't failed me yet.
Right, go on now.
Okay,
Toward them of runtiness.
Girl, this year runtiness. 13 going on 30.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
yes.
Are they ras?
Guys, the fruit roll-ups. Okay, do you know what a fruit roll-up is?
I always thought they were, actually I've heard of fruit roll-ups before, but I thought they were like winders. You know the winders we had in school.
So this is okay, guys, this is your best like early noughties dream. So you take her out, right? Unwind, and then you just wind around your little mare. Your mare, Ada.
Oh God, you'd want to have clean.
God.
mirror.
I know you did. I actually pumped petrol into my car, and I'm thinking it's a bit yuck.
I
Sorry,
used
is that
hand
how you use
sanitizer. Mine's gonna
This
taste
is
like sanitizer.
This is our loan. This is our loan.
okay,
There we go.
Dinner.
A balanced diet.
Could you just eat it as a sheet, like?
You could do, but no, that's not very Jennifer Garner of you. Come on.
Okay.
Do you remember the sea?
Yeah.
Come
Okay.
on, you know what I'm talking about now.
Okay, this is
No.
actually the logistics of this is not working for
I
me.
know,
There's
but
a
sure,
lot
can
of
you
work
imagine
that
being
goes into it.
shacht, Shane shacht me and
Oh.
Yeah,
It tastes like what you call those? What you call those shots that are
Mickey Fins.
Mickey Fins? It tastes
Now,
like Mickey
there's
Fins.
actually
You know what?
gonna be
Oh my
so
God! You
yuck.
know what it's giving?
Yeah.
It's Santa. It's giving the fake Kyluk America you used to wear when you were Savon
God.
Skull,
Oh.
which is actually very appropriate.
A bit
Actually,
yeah,
actually, on a.
because
Gosh,
guys, this is really bad time because we're gonna sound absolutely
I
yuck now.
hate listening to people eat.
Bunching away and
Oh
like
yeah.
Silent chew.
Tashi, it's so sticky, chuma.
Oh.
So you're gonna really get a lot of saliva. Anyway,
Fruit roll-ups. Never knew.
now you know.
Now I
girl.
know.
Now you know. Now, couple of announcements, enough. Right, I was just looking at my Lauren OT. Tell me their Patreon.
Top of our Patreon.
their
And I'm going to give you all the dirty details of
New Era.
Newer Arrock.
Because she's actually been letting a lot of things slip over Aaron Patreon Ladania Horda.
Yes,
So if you want to hear some about Darren's inner workings,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patreon's the place to be.
Oh my God. Yeah.
inner, outer,
Yeah.
upper, lower.
Yeah. If you want to know all the dirty details, go to Patreon.
Yeah.
Where apparently I have just forgone my privacy and everybody else's. Anyway,
How'd you get it off the finger then when you
you
went
have
to,
to
get down
bite
the
it.
No,
Oh,
look,
there's a
now
lot of
that
work.
I've got my finger, my nail out, it's
No.
literally like
so you
Nina
take it
Fioga.
off and eat it with your two fingers. Like
No, but sorry, is this not giving Kylo?
sandwich.
That's so Kyluk.
I've got
Sorry, I need to get a picture of you now like this.
Giving me a Kylo.
You should have put on your middle finger and you would have looked so cool.
No, I'm not a kneecap.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now, wait 1 second.
Darren's taking a photo, guys.
Oh, you look great. Jesus, this light is doing great God's work for you.
I know. Okay.
And the tan that lasted for months.
How do you actually get it off the finger?
I know.
No, but that was a
Sticky
disgusting
fingers, girls.
move.
Sticky fingers,
Oh
right?
my God. We should have just done an entire episode on fruit roll-ups.
I know. How
But
to
it's
do
like fruit roll-ups. I feel like there's these mythical things that I've never seen in real life, like Twinkies and the Ruddy Shaw that I only saw in movies growing up.
There you go. Girl, we'll just have,
Yeah.
Pop Tarts.
we'll have to bring you over to America.
We'll have to get it
Let's
over.
manifest it.
I have to, because you know what? I'm eating. I've never been to New York. And I was only saying this. We went out for a chocolate. Louise,
Declan
I'm going to
impression.
do my Declan impression. Misha agus Cahill Wheeler le Louise agus Declan ar fa Chayoki Haharn agus Misha on my repage for a new era. And Declan goes, "What? I'm shocked. Like, I'm shocked."
Sorry now, producer Robert though, is that a Limerick accent? No. Thank you.
Oh, no.
I thought that was the best. It's not the best accent you've
like,
ever heard.
"What?"
No,
I'm shocked.
I just
I'm
really
shocked,
appreciate
like-
this for
Yeah.
what it is because
Yeah.
it's absolutely so emasculation for Declan Hannon as well. Like,
Sorry,
I
like-
love it.
Sorry, wait. I'm shocked. Like, is that better?
No, like it's more blind boy vibes. Like
Declan has
Honestly,
an outrageous
Carl goes when we
lyric.
get home. He was like, "Are Louise and Declan?" Well, first he was like, "Not just from different sides of the county." He was like, "Are they from different galaxies?"
Oh my God, our
The
dear
different-
old Irish boy, he's a real country accent.
I
Perfect.
never changed.
No, sorry, no.
never
I'm obsessed.
I know.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed.
But
I was like, keep
he's
talking
pure
to me.
Limerick, and then when he's drinking, he gets like
I'm
more
shocked.
Limerick. Do you remember? Sorry, I'm eating now as well. I don't want to go down the wrong pipe. Do you know when you've that? moment where you're
Listen,
coughing it
that
up?
happened to me
Says
before
she,
here.
says she. Yeah. Do you remember? So we and Maria Mock were going on a tangent now, but he had was it your launch of where's?
Say a song.
Yes.
And you had a poet there called Dirt from Limerick.
Oh yeah.
And he's pure Limerick, like he's
That's-
really Limerick City, which is more nasally.
I keep saying because he was
Yeah.
like, "I'm pissed off." Like,
Yeah.
that's
that's-
been in my head.
that's better now.
Pissed off.
The Session August Declan and Glarton and Nikela, they both obviously had a few drinks in them, and I was like, oh, to be home. It just
Yeah,
sounded
yeah.
really like. So I think just talking Shayamach, Rob will
Yeah.
agree, when you're amongst your own, you know,
Listen,
we all
I love
become
it.
pure
I would
Limerick.
hear for it.
We're all shocked at you.
I'm shocked.
Shocked. Okay. I know
Okay,
the shit.
so
Quick
now-
Shay shocked. Like,
I hope good a story limni gefoling. We love you.
Toshi.
Sorry about that. And
no,
you
it's
know-
not same with the water.
I
I
know
can
we
say
made
this.
still around. The funniest thing about all that is girl slim noch to the water and you still haven't nailed the Limerick accent. But girl, there's time enough for you now,
There is.
right?
Okay.
I'll be bored.
If anyone thinks that I did not nail that Limerick accent, I'd love to hear. How to go at gmail.com.
Okay, yes, because Sinead Rodella, Tommy DeGurry,
Also, if anyone thinks she nailed it, please let her know.
you're
Did
deluded.
not.
Check yourself in. Okay, Colleen, Tommy.
I'm sorry.
Oh. No, I need to duck that glass.
I didn't suck. I'm more of a chewer.
Well,
Poor Declan.
Hakta. Okay, right.
Go on, that thing.
Okay, Colleeny. We haven't indulged our witchy side le ages.
I think it's been a week.
It's been a week. It's because
week.
the power of three. But Hauna tá sé ddridim ling, and it is the perfect time to reconnect with that side of Ruddy. Now, I feel like that there's two different sides of Hauna. Okay, there's the like Hauna and so airing on Hauna tradiisiúnta, and then there's the other side of it that it's like, you know, children buying €50 Halloween costumes and like all the Halloween decorations and, you know, the real American, really American kind of crack. So I think like we're equal opportunists or put chréile how to go. So we'll do a little bit of both. We're going to go into the whole Hauna agus Samhain agus féile Samhain, and then we'll also recap on some of our favourite Halloween memories. But tá ceist actually really talk gum, right? So it's blian ó hosníar how to go. And obviously we love to self-indulge in all the witchy vibes. But Shiva, to my Yuri Fanamach, how you feel now? Because I feel like you were the newest into the kind of witchy vibes. You've really embraced that side of yourself.
Yes.
Big time. And to my Yuri Fanamach, Cullis Marvohian does it inish. Trish Bliana Chahav. And like you're a manifester, baby. And you read the signs.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? I'll say I wasn't all in. I wasn't a full believer. Gadi Ladani, gur horla verdagant and vi mar fada lewert fui, and I was like, bit ewer suck fui na rudi of your raw give. And then it all happened just as ye said it would. And I think it was, you know, Marielle Anaquid then swing torks jar fucker for your shoe logwiv. So the mage veg swing of fui. And like I know a lot of people have been swinging on over to paganism as of late.
Yeah.
Kind of
jumping on the bandwagon.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but like there has been an increase, I think, of interest in paganism, and I think it's because, like, organised religion obviously is a bad thing for a lot of people, but they still like kind of being part of Rodagant.
Yeah.
And I like that because I still have that kind of like Catholic hangover. Oh, with all like an affrin gachile down agus many so I get. But I like the idea of like kind of being part of a collective that, you know, have the same thinking without having an authoritarian figure over it.
Yes.
So I'm enjoying that.
But
Okay,
also
come on.
entangled leis an tanga.
On Tonga, August on down.
On
Yeah.
down.
You know?
Yeah.
Would you say you're a pantheist? A pantheist is someone who basically believes that nature is like the divine power. Basically, I mean,
Cade Fongate.
Yes.
And it's why I am, I think, so much an environmentalist as well, and why I'm a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian.
Yes.
I try not to shop fast fashion as much as possible, and I think that all contributes towards my pantheist mindset.
And I think so you were always a pantheist and like Bader on paganism. I think me and Drugardina dulling Lecklish and whole paganism thing, because there is that stereotype that if you're a pagan, you like, you know, wear a drug rug and don't wear deodorant and
That's
you know
only Sundays.
But you know, it's the ruddy simply like you don't need to be also like you don't need to fully convert to paganism like and dance around bonfires every Saturday night. You know,
you can be a glad bitch and be a pagan.
Absolutely. Camina Ruddy simply like, do you remember Lunasat was the last pagan turn of the calendar, we'll say Riv Samhain. The three of us went for an early morning sunrise swim, very bougie.
Really
we drove to
special
South
time.
Dublin.
It was counted in Modnica, it's Farlum, Imliana.
Yeah, we had a little bit of ceremonial cacao, was it? And brewed by Thirin. We jumped in our little threesome into the water. We did a bit of manifesting in the ocean, in the sea even. And Vishay just good das agus specialta and orintha, you know, shinna made the thugest. It can just be rudbiok.
Yes.
Well, Mohim like Sigana Relegoon saying Catholicism, you know, you have the occasions, you know, and Darren, you know, like people have these nanosina show of like going to mass gach downuk or, you know, a kelora nullug nullug gach blian. But I like nanosina shin gerfeit a crow to fein and that kind of give you the same feeling as in like you're connecting Ladini Heart Templars. You're feeling that
and
you're
with the land,
yes,
and the sea,
well,
and
like,
the elements.
That's it. Go to Marquid the Rodig and Nismo, like you're jumping into the sea. There's no way of getting closer to Mother Nature than jumping in the sea. So you're becoming some part of something bigger than you.
Yes. And I think with mass consumerism and like, you know, we all spend so much time on our phones, like for my macro Jenny, something like 6 hours a day that people are spending on their phones, and then like 80 to 85% of that time you are being fed ads, you're being pushed to buy things, to consume. Like ideologies and thought process, especially as women, we're so exposed to that. Was that you who told me that?
No, it absolutely wasn't. But can I see your screen time for the last week?
Oh, okay.
Mine is
I'm gonna-
absolutely
okay.
cash.
I'm calling you
also,
out.
Can
Okay.
I say about targeted ads? Listen to this. I did a radio link about exotic birds. Listen to how niche this is, right?
Okay.
So I was talking about how
I'm
it
getting
spotted
really
a heron,
into birds
talked
at
about
the minute.
birds, right?
Yeah.
Maybe spoke about it for about 10 minutes. For the rest of the day, my Instagram targeted ads were exotic birds. And I was like, sorry, Tom, my phone actually engaged us.
I'm getting really into birds at the minute, like, massively. No, seriously, you've no idea. I've been reading loads about them.
It's not what I was. I thought she was
there's-
gonna be like, I'm seriously into being like, I know my phone is being tapped, but no, she's into exotic
There's
No, I'm
a
birds.
really into
beautiful
birds.
heron in Stephen's Green as you walk over the bridge.
Oh my
Go and
god!
say hello
Con-
to
no,
him.
God.
tell this story.
Oh,
Tell this story,
well,
Louise.
Okay. Wait, first expose the screen
Okay.
time. Okay, full disclosure, Carlini, and I was away Lumhain
Okay.
5 hours and 20 minutes.
Now I'm 4 hours 22, but that's down 25% from last week.
Okay.
So like we may easier than John Chicata. Go on, Louise.
I use my phone like a number if I go law Iran lay just as a disclaimer, but I'm 6 hours and 36 minutes. And that's down 15%.
Well,
Oh,
look,
God.
now we have a Spruck, then
Oh.
Kate Chocolate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's actually really good.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
chat
August
in
A
it.
story. Let's our fod down Earth be down 25%.
Yes.
Or Cooig Dag.
Yeah.
Well,
Cooig. Okay.
Cooig Dag. Cooig Dag.
Okay, tell me the story about the heron, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
I
this
actually
is
have a
gas.
mad witchy
So
story to
Gohanna
tell you.
Tapu Levius egg shul. I was on my boher quiggle number, right, as I always do through Stephen's Green. And lads, okay, it's cringe, it's embarrassing, but I've told this on the radio. So Ireland, no. I stopped on the bridge and I was like, oh my God, look at that exotic bird. Is it on the run from Dublin Zoo? Am I spotting something that no one else has seen? So I took out my phone. I was like, I better start recording this, and like I'll run into work. It'll be a great story for the radio. Should I ring the zoo? Should I get onto the National Geographic? Like, I think, look at this beautiful long neck, pointy toed. I was like, this is zooming in. I was getting all the angles, and I was like, why is no one else taking a video of this gigantic bird that's so exotic? So I got to work, right, and I'm like to my radio producer, I'm like, guys, hold the phone, like I'm after finding this, look at this, and everyone's like, Louise, it's a heron. Anyway,
I actually find it hard to laugh.
The takeaway from
Have
this-
you never seen a heron before?
this is a unique heron. This one's particularly elegant and beautiful and long necked.
That's all very glamorous. Sure.
Anyway, but then off the back of that, so I admitted it on the radio and everyone's like, oh my God, I have been getting, my DMs have been flooded with pictures of herons. People
are
are
beautiful
sending me in herons. So I am now, Today FM, the heron girl. But I'm very proud about it.
They're saying
To the point-
unsolicited heron pics.
Yeah.
How
heron
dare
pigs,
they?
Morning, noon and night. The bigger the heron, as they say. What? To the point, right, that I swear to God, I got the most beautiful delivery. Shout out to, is it Sean Ronayne? The bird.
Oh, I saw that. I was so
Bird
annoyed
sent
you
me
got
the book
that.
Nature Boy, and I just want to officially say this on the record. I'm in my bird girly era, so if you want to send me any exotic birds or pictures, no, not actually animals, just pictures of them, or a bird song or sound.
I really want to get into
Thomas
bird
Gutta.
watching. I actually
Yeah.
really want to get into bird watching.
We'll go together,
Yeah,
Anna. Go
let's do.
like
Oh
Kayla.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay.
Marvin Shea chlorophosnation.
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of his. Deichmar and Chlorophosnation. His daughter was just born. He was holding off on releasing his album of bird sounds until the daughter was born, and I actually just saw like a nay that the daughter's born. So I was like, great, I'll have to listen to that album now.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big
And I
fan of
think
his.
how like Catalonia or somewhere, and he's recording all these beautiful like Spanish birds as well. So stunning.
Stunning.
Anyway, is all I'm gonna
Okay,
say.
anyway,
Up the
we'll come
birds.
back to that. We'll come back. That's a how to bird. Okay, so we're gonna come back to how to get into bird watching. We're gonna anyway. I digress. Sound. So Tush Scale actually really mahagum
Yes.
Gergadum ancient.
Go
Okay,
on.
so Tom. We don't like, in fairness, Colleen, we do talk about witchy vibes and stuff, but also we keep a lot of it very private, chuma, because like, you know, people are inclined to think you're fucking deranged, on Cleagamy and Mead and the like, but like táimid convinced go meid sa sushi, go meid buintach le, you know, an tuaide dan agus an trab gaelach, and Louise V tire of really ashtach a got like a couple of better being o hin.
Ihe on Ihe Níag Banashiva.
Oh yes.
It was so I don't know.
I don't think her cool scale shot.
So it was
Oh.
after Dara Shacht na Fada and Nuningal August and Chinvi Henegoming Olive, and I was a Rashel Limnoch, and I went for like a day nap because I'd had a wild weekend of it. It was a bank holiday Monday actually. So Chuime Emily, and then I woke up and I was thinking of Diran, and I had a really, really vivid dream. So I rang Diran, Dear Clorhook, and I was like, oh my God, girl, I'm after having a wild dream about your granddad. Okay. Now this is how it had started. I was Sawala in Aldara. I was randomly stood on the street in Adair, and Shauna Reid that was outside the town hall being like, come in here, Louise, I need to show you a painting. They were unveiling a painting in the town hall in Adair, okay? And I was like, in
By
my
the way,
head, like,
my Shanna heard that, like, not only have I never met Louise, Louise has definitely never met, okay?
no, and it could have been the case, obviously, Grouchet, you know,
No, I love it.
because we were chatting about it and I
this.
spent the weekend with Dira
Yeah.
and all of this, right? So I was like, it was so clear. I can't explain to you how clear this dream is. And so I walk into Dairy Town Hall with Shauna Reid and he's like, I'm so proud of you and I want to show you the picture we're unveiling. And Darren is there as well, right? And then they unveil this picture that I have a screenshot in my phone of, okay? Like from years ago, a picture I took of a picture in San Francisco and I was like, I love this. Someday I'll get a painting of it. And it's a painting of the Slua She.
There's two of them.
The two of them. Yeah. So I ringed Darren and I was like getting all these like goosebumps
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my God, this is the dream I've had. It's so wild. I've just woken up. It was so real. Agus just Haitian there shafting of you going, it was the wildest thing ever. And it really, now also disclaimer, we'd been drinking all weekend. We were up to high dose. So you know the way sometimes you have these lucid
But that's
dreams.
a liminal space. That's like
Liminal
that's
space.
like Samhain. Samhain is a liminal space. But he has appeared to me a lot in my dream. My
Yeah.
grandfather, this is so wild, but he's appeared to me loads of times in my dreams, and I've got really wild, vivid messages from it. So
Yeah.
like it's so wild that Louise also got that.
And when I went back to find the screenshot of the photo in my phone, it was from San Francisco in 2014 was the last time I had like
Laid eyes on it.
on
Yeah.
that. But it's like, and it's all of the Slua She like riding into the
Into the
Wherever
Tierna
they're-
Knoll.
Yeah,
I'm going to
actually,
feel like I've completely made my transition into witchy woo woo town if I get a visit from Darren's
Yes.
grandfather in my dreams.
Oh my god, big time. But so we, as we have already said before, we are awful divils for professing love to each other on nights out and blah 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 blah. But something that comes up all the time is we are convinced that we are, you know, buid taking going less is Slua She, agus an tuaide dalan and all the rest of it. Anyway, getting me to my story. First evening in New York, I was walking through Washington Square Park. I was going to meet my friend from school and I was early. So I was just chilling out. He lives beside Washington Square Park. So I was just chilling out there and beautiful afternoon. And it was 6:30. So it was like just chachla clapullas. And I met, as I walked in, there was a man, a huge man, sitting in a like ring of crystals and like incense, and like he was a funny old sight, do you know what I mean? Because everybody else is just like rushing around, and he, like, I could smell the incense off him. So I was just floating around enjoying the vibes, had my headphones in, and then I could like smell the incense, and I looked around and he was burning a hole through me. Like I could just
With
feel
his
his
eyes.
eyes on me.
Sauna,
With his
sauna.
eyes.
Yeah, with his eyes. No, like I could feel him. Oh, sorry, with his incense.
he was giving you a bit of San Paulo.
No,
off
I
the
was on
back.
the other side of the fountain. So I was like, right, I'll go over to him and I'll sit down and I'll have a chat with him. And I sat down with him, and like, this is obviously weird. Like, oh, okay, this sounds how odd I am. Anyway, I was like, sure, I'll see if this man will have a chat with me. So anyway, I did, and I was like, hey, hi, how are you getting on? And he's like, hey, how are you, sweetie? And I was like,
Oh, we're doing the accents.
yeah,
we're
he
doing
was.
the accents.
We're,
Okay.
I fully committed to this story. So I was like, geez, you have a couple of decks of cards out there. Do you do readings? And he's like, yeah, I'll pull you a card. Sit down. He was like, oh, you're Irish? And I was like, yeah, and sure, of course. By the way, you never feel as sexy as you do walking around America with an Irish accent. They fucking eat you up. Oh my God. So of course I'm playing into it big time as well. So
I'd love to hear
Oh, yeah.
Darren's accent in New Era.
I know, yeah. Oh,
You
big
turn
time.
into Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm chatting away to him, and he starts pulling all these cards and doing all this crack, and like it was just he did actually say to me, he was like, I'm getting a lot of Virgo, Leo, Scorpio energy off you.
Okay.
And I'm obviously a Virgo with a rising Scorpio.
I can also hear his eyes being like cha-ching.
Yeah, no,
But like he could no opportunity to
Oh, yeah,
research,
yeah.
no
Yeah,
background.
no,
I
definitely.
know.
Anyway, so he's going on and on and on, and I was kind of at this stage, like, I was like, right, I need to fucking plow on here now. I
Yeah.
have to go meet Barry, and also, yeah, it just wasn't right time. So anyway, at the end, he was like, okay, I was like, right, will you just surmise what you've said to me here now, because you're
I can
hard to
imagine
follow.
her.
Give me the bullet points.
Wrap it up,
Yeah,
wrap it
yeah,
up,
no,
drive it
that's
on there.
Basically, and he was
Find
like,
the full stop.
yeah, no, absolutely. As Stephen York said, a favourite line of yours, land the plane.
Yeah,
Land the plane there.
So anyway, he goes, yeah, okay, I'm just going to pull one more card for you. And he was like, I'm calling on all your ancestors and I want them to tell me, you know, what is the overriding message for you? And I was like, okay, great. And then he was like, okay, so I'm Donnin. And I was like, what the fuck, see, like get me out of here. And he was like, yeah, I'm picking up. So I'm getting energy from Donnin today to and like he was
Trying
like,
to send
yeah.
it.
And I was like, are you talking about the Tuatha De Danann? And he's like, yes, oh my God, that's it. Does that resonate with you? And I was like, are you fucking joking me? I was like, and he was like, they want you to know that they are on this journey with you and they're with you all the way and you're on the right path.
Goosebumps.
I know. No, it was wild. And like, girls, like I'll tell you again now, probably on Patreon, the fucking maddest, wildest, like the whole time I was in New York, all these wild like messages like this being like, I just knew, I was like, oh my God, there's just, I'm here for a reason. It was, insane.
Agus ar bhíonn tú, like ar chuirtú ceiste like
Yeah.
war tú shit.
Oh, I was like, so I was kind of, so this man, like, he was totally American. He was a black American. He didn't know anything really about Ireland. Like, he was like, oh, I'd love to go to Ireland someday. He had never been there before. And no, he just pulled it out. I was so shocked and stunned that he said it. Like, I didn't even think of like asking him more about it. Do you know what I mean? But anyway,
wild.
Wild, but also how fucking self-indulgent of me now to
So
tell
to
you all
do-
I'm in the Tuatha De Danann. But anyway.
No, finish it.
We can
Fucking
do the
finish it, girl.
trifecta now if she has a dream or an encounter. So no
I-
room.
I got my tarot cards read live on air, Erin Sahern.
Go on.
On R&AM,
my
yes, they brought
God.
in a medium who read my cards. So first she said, okay, bosses, you need to pay attention because she's going to have a big opportunity coming her way and she's going to be in demand. So I said, yes, bosses, pay attention, okay?
Okay.
And then, of course, guess what came next?
Baby.
Baba.
Exactly. Fucking exactly. I literally said to every single person, I was like, I bet you €1,000 she's going to tell me that there's babies coming. I was like, I just got married this year. It's not beyond the realms of possibilities, you know?
Of course.
But I was like, go back to the career stuff.
back
But
to
in
my
fairness,
big
she did.
opportunity.
She literally picked up a card and it had like 3 babies playing on it. She's like, because I was trying to move on, and then she pulled out this card with 3 babies. I was like, okay, next card. I was like, I get it. I'm having octuplets. Let's move on.
I know.
And then she pulled
She's
out.
having one for all of us.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you.
And then she pulled out another card and she was like, do you have a younger sister? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay, she's going to come to you and look for advice at the end of November. And she was like, let her make her own decisions. Don't get too involved. And I was like, do you know what? That's actually very good advice because I'm a devil for telling Aideen exactly what to do.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So that was sound advice. I was like,
Funny.
Aideen. And she's like, I've no idea what that's about. But
So, Aideen, Matt, how to do you have your advice got anyway already?
Yeah.
so yeah, but she's spatial though. Yeah, but she's
Honest
spatial.
facial,
Yeah.
honest facial. Well, I think this time of year, so to finally get to sound, is like it's a liminal time. So the 4 big events of the Celtic calendar, Mars holding, To Samhain le Imbolug lá féidir bhríde, sinna tús an bhliantá an down agus an nádor a dúiseach suas. Yeah, spring is coming, nature is awakening, and it's just beautiful, beautiful vibes. Then Bealtaine is like the start of the party season. Okay.
Don't we know it?
Oh my God. Jesus, sound can't come quick enough.
Start as you mean to continue.
He is a dangin'.
Oh my God. We're booked again for next year, girls. Can't wait. Then Lunasa Mars holding tseachtain, or is buint lucht a héir, the autumn and the harvest is upon you, and it's a great time to reap the benefits from all the hard work from the early part of the year. And then Samhain is the time to settle in to the darker months, to the cold weather, but it's also it's a time of reflection of the year that's gone past, and also where the veil between this world and the next is a lot thinner, and like you get all these wild, weird experiences. And Samhain is me and the Marv. When we were in school, we used to have me and the Marv, and you used to like write down your little
Amnacha.
Amnacha.
Yeah,
We'd
it's
be
Queen
saying
of Shin.
prayers and all. She's Catholic Ireland's alive and well.
It's ingrained in us. Like,
I
can't get away from
know.
it.
I
It's
know.
a good time to call on the energies, like regardless of your religion. If you're looking for an answer, this time of the year is a good time to talk to energies or people who might be gone before you, however long they're gone, millennia ago.
Yeah,
You
take
can
them
still
stock.
ask for advice, and I feel it comes around this time of the year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Mars Timfriel
Timfriel.
nádortha,
Yeah.
cosúlis an nádor.
Yes.
And I think ach go háirthe if car go will, you know, na brew in a shut leg and go will on sale cogan hook. And I think it's a great excuse to actually release all of the guilt you feel about not doing everything. Mar nílmuid an amsa bheith an gachar the end of alcohol has a shades or show.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know?
I know, totally. And we're so guilty. Like we have, and actually now, girls, that's a real lesson now to us because we were talking in the car about like, we have to do this, and we're not concentrating enough for another. And like, this is now a great time for us, a little lesson for us to be like, cut the fat from the rasher now and like, you know,
Love
din
it.
and over tá
Yeah.
bhachtach le dinmh and like also let things die away.
Yeah.
Let things that don't
Yes.
serve you, let it all die away and
Yes.
just be like, because it's the time of death, but it's also the casadh, you know, you die and then you rebirth le tacht an airic. So
Yeah.
that is the essence of sound. What are you cad na spruch na hagah gur sound? Enjoy your married bliss, I suppose, pair of you.
Yeah, tá mé an sosa ghlacha, I think.
Yeah.
Tá mé an
Ní
scí
sé lá.
ligand sosa ghlacha. Cúpa rud like yevnu don bhíonn se hugan and then just sit back and relax.
Yes.
Shinamrod, it's a good time to plan as well, I think. It's a nice time to put plans in motion because it's quiet. You can kind of plan under the radar before you need to really set anything into motion. It's a good time to think deeply. And yeah, I like to think by the fire. Do you know what I'm excited for
Yeah.
are those evenings? And I don't have a fire anywhere, only my home house. But there's nothing nicer than snuggling in by the fire
nice.
and just having a little like look into the fire for a bit of an inspiration.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little reflection, give yourself a
It's a meditation,
Isn't
isn't
it?
it? Yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
So actually be a dagváling sa bhusca faoisina and let us know like what your little rituals are. Agor, you know, when you are meditating, manifesting, journaling, as millennials, I think we're chronically addicted to this notion. Chama, I'm so bad for it. And you know, there bhí mise in America ag sa gléachar over fad me an skelter, and you were all saying the same thing to me, being like, write it down. I can't wait for you to
Yeah.
write it down and then
Or vlog it, I was saying.
Yeah, vlog it.
Vlog
Yeah,
it.
I probably anyway.
I know.
It'll be all go. Anyway, okay. Tommy Trish galore. I'm a chav now. Camille shot very quickly. Cluhi ihana. Do we want to go into that? Is it kind of a done thing? We have the boring brack. We have the guan.
Yeah. Well, we actually just gone on scale engine for mo wam and rud again mo wam gaki hauna.
That's so cute.
Maar like show like this was the driach the nar gaki hauna. We like August Marielle gur she show. Everything else kind of seemed driach though. Sorry, I don't know where yen mo water show. Yeah, na she yoga show. I don't know K again. But gaki hauna done dinner we'd have kilcannon and ham. That was like gakilably and religiously. Well, not religiously.
Yes, but
Paganly.
Yeah, paganly, exactly. Gurmahagat. And when it was served to us, every time between my mother serving up the plates on the side and bringing it over to us on the kitchen table, a €2 coin would appear wrapped in tinfoil underneath the Kilcannon, and she'd be like, "Ní raibh sé ann or a dulvig me an plot that I know cut Oscar Honig shit," and we'd be like, you know. But Marielle Shin, it brought this kind of magical quality to go Gachradella. Suddenly, like, you know, Ruddig and a cap make rog me or have shut and showmer would be on that side of the showmer, and it was probably just me forgetting it, but I'd be like, oh my god, then a shioga hurt, you know. And it brought this amazing magical quality, you know, kind of Casula Fraivshin and Nullug, good Orleans and really shot. So Nullug and Ihauna was really magical in our dock.
Isn't it, that feels beyond us and bigger than us, that gives you that kind of, it's the magic, it's always the driocht for me.
But it's always
always
Marlani yoga. I think, you know, tatu nís oscailtegadí rudí mar sin. Like, I mean, so you know, it's funny if she toured to staff winner and then vi shiv pioca suasar, and you know that vi an atmosphere team.
Yes, and then just vi sketamini harsh, you know, Mariola. Yeah. Yeah, I know, really good ass. How am I going to do it? What am I going to do? Doesn't be no ham.
I know.
No ham in our gaff.
If you have baba, so you'll have would you like if you
tofu and Kilcannon?
Really?
There's €2 under the
God,
tofu, Shifra.
Yeah,
no, it'll be more like 50 quid, won't it?
Yeah. Are you going to rear your children vegetarian if you've kids?
Oh yeah.
Are you? Yeah.
Now look, my she'd go kosher a dig egg and della. I'm not going to go mad at parents for serving the meat, but I'm not going to prepare meat in my house.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. There was kids in I was in school with whose parents were vegetarians, and they used to like sneak off and have meat, you know. Yeah, it's like
chicken
a
roll at
rebellious
lunch,
thing.
chicken
Yeah,
roll.
like without their parents knowing, and I always thought like they're really weird that like they fetishize wheat like that. But
Ew.
no, but your kids are going to be really hot, so they can't be weird if they're hot. Like that's the kind of rule, isn't it?
You heard it here first.
There you go. Look,
If you say so, there in Iglahan.
there you go.
Now a
Okay.
DNA expert.
Now,
Genetic.
well, look. Anyway, okay, I'm going to bring it into a more contemporary vein, the topic, because I really want to know what your most horrendous Halloween costumes were. Or are you a dresser upper for a fancy dress?
Níhile. No, Mish Garrett.
But
Yeah.
Nora VSO, I always went for sexy Halloween.
Oh,
like,
of course.
yeah,
Shocker.
the hot
Of course.
pants and little belly tops, like flower queen, little
Oh, God.
cat.
Yuck. Let's
you know,
have
the
it. Let's
ears.
see if we can get an example
Um,
up on screen.
Yeah, we'll go and
come.
send them in. So what I actually trolled through, I deleted my Facebook, so I don't have the really good ones because there
Okay.
definitely were cringe ones. But there was a year I remember via the Casadh in Snowskull, and I went as this little flower princess, whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
I had these flowers right in a big high bun. I had these amazing feather eyelashes, lads. They were massive, and I thought I looked so cute. And these flowery shorts, like sure I was wearing no clothes really.
Oh yeah.
But
What were
like,
you?
I was a flower or something.
A flower
I was a
princess.
bra.
Hello.
I was.
What do you mean? Do you know?
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm a mouse.
What
Duh,
is
like
it?
that.
Yeah.
I'm a flower.
Do you know who I was? The daughter of Oisín from Tirnogan.
Ah,
Plúr
get
in the
out of
man.
it. Fuck off.
I was
Go on.
I was part of the two of they that on even back then, lads.
So who were you?
Plúr in the man.
So you were
was her name.
sexy plurinomon.
Okay.
She was
You can make
wild.
anything sexy at
Listen,
Halloween.
okay,
In
I
fairness.
was that,
Yeah.
and then I have another one. Most recent one I could find was me being a little cat. Like again,
Were you a
ears,
sexy cat?
sexy cat, a little tiny jump.
very
bodysuit, whatever.
original.
Oh my
Very
god.
original.
God, you're so
And
original.
Then there's a rotten one of
Okay,
me being Thing 1 and Thing 2 with Maria Ryan. You know what were they called?
Yeah,
Thing 1 and Thing
Cat in
2.
the Hat.
Yes.
I like
Okay.
ooh,
No, they would
not
be.
hat.
They were. Did you do sex? Sorry, did you do a sexy thing 1 and thing 2?
Absolutely not. When you see
Oh,
this photo, it's
okay.
very unsexy. We backcombed our entire hair is into afro. Like,
Were you
kind
wearing
of-
hot
Yeah, great.
pants?
No,
Like-
okay, that I can
No,
get
we wore
behind. The
skinny-
sexy
no,
shit.
No, but did you have hot pants on?
No, how cringe is this? So you know the way they're fully red.
Yeah.
So we could only get red leggings that went under our knees because you remember when three-quarter
yeah.
leggings
Yes.
or anything.
Yuck.
So then we face painted the rest
Oh
of
my
our
God, that
leg
is
red. Oh
yuck.
no, as in it'd give you the ick. And then we had these little t-shirts. It's on Raw, this massery of.
But our line,
magenta ones.
like a sexy thing 1 and thing 2 was like the
Oh, no.
the yassification of thing 1 and thing 2 cannot happen.
Yeah, I
well,
agree.
we did the opposite of yassified them anyway. I don't know. We were
Okay.
rotten.
Okay, I forgive you for. I actually
modest.
find the sexy mouse stuff cringier than the
Thing 1
thing
and
one and
thing
thing
2.
two. But
Okay.
anyway, no, that's not to shit on anybody who wants to be sexy. Do it. I'm just slagging Louise about this.
Listen, ye all went in sexy costumes to Casadh and Snowskull. Did
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I dressed
You
up as a sexy nun one year.
Oh, rar.
Sorry.
Maleshka
As in-
sister.
All I did was wear a very form-fitting velvet black little tight dress,
Okay.
and I wore a nun's habit, right?
Okay.
And it was actually really grand for Coomisha because Macara Neve was stuck at Tesco buying her pre-drink, and she was dressed as like a sexy policewoman, right? I know, like defund the police, but anyway. And so we went into
Fucking
Tesco, and
early.
we were tottering around in our heels, in our tiny little dresses,
Oh.
and some fella goes, "Garda, arrest me, sister, bless me."
I love Dublin. I fucking love Dublin. Amazing.
And then my next best costume was I dressed up as Miss Piggy one year.
Oh my god.
It's my favorite one. We'll put the picture up now. A blonde wig that had the ears, had a tiara, had a big snout, and I wore this really over the top white peplum dress.
Love.
It was that was my best work.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, can I also say something scandalous about one of the costumes, the tiny little slutty flower girl one I went as?
Yes.
I had a ring, you'll see it in the picture, right? That was like a double ring that went onto these fingers, and it was like a computer key from a keypad that said shift.
So it was the shift button.
It was a shift button.
And at this stage,
I thought it was the coolest thing.
or
You
were
thought it was
you?
cool.
were
It was a
you-
very short. I was in my own liminal space at that at that stage of the old skull.
Very good. Very good.
Now-
And I was open to the shit. Like, imagine. Oh my god, it's so cringe.
I need to hear Darren's stories because I just, no offense, Darren, I see her as
Black
Katie.
plastic
No,
bag.
I see her as Katie Heron from Mean Girls, where everyone else is
Absolutely.
dressing up
Yeah,
sexy, and she was
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
with
Oh,
the
yeah.
teeth
Oh,
in her
no,
mouth.
totally, absolutely. So never would have really indulged in that carry on now. But never really a massive dresser upper. But Oireachtas na Sauna, Kosher na Micklane was the fucking big night.
Yes.
And Mahane and the other Shiva in my life, which
Boo. Sorry.
World Shiva Mulligan, we used to dress up together, gach blian, and we had a couple of runs, but one that we did do was we went around all night dressed as I dressed as a box of Barry's tea and she dressed as a box of Lyons tea, and we had like big boxes, and like I went on it. I'll get a little pick up. So there you go.
Fellas couldn't get near you that night anyway.
Absolutely not. Sure. Listen, I was along casting it aside, and sure, you know yourself. All the rest
Ian
of
and
it.
Micklane is crazy.
Wild.
Ag Oireachtas na Sauna.
No, absolutely wild.
Tá méid sul go mór le Oireachtas na Sauna.
There you go.
It's this weekend. I can't wait.
Oh
My
my
dul si a si Ina, so
God.
mata aine dul, aber hello.
Uh-huh.
Please, aber hello. Darren Louise agus Darren Agoni go dog an how to goiler Sue's cooler hello Ra and no one ever comes up to me, so let the whole
I know.
this is so cringe. I'm like begging people to come up to me.
Shiva will be available. Lily in the Rocks now.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this on its head, right? So, like, let's stop objectifying Louise Canton in her Halloween costumes and call me out in the fair. What is a sexy Halloween costume a man could wear this year?
I love this question.
What
Mar-
is sexy?
Yes, because I mean, women have been fetishized for years wearing like the schoolgirl uniform, which is disgusting when you think about it.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
my ideal sexy man costume.
Yes. Oh my God, tell me.
They're going to have in one hand a nappy bag. Okay,
Okay.
a nappy bag filled with all the
She's so brooding.
Babies on
pseudo
the
cream.
vine. I hate
No, will you
to
fucking
do
let
this.
me finish?
Okay,
All right.
Okay.
It has pseudo cream, wipes, nappies, everything you need. Left hand, Hoover. Front of them, baby holder. Baby on a lead in one hand. Stay at home dad.
No.
To be honest, it's
That's
giving-
sexy. That's
Do
sexy.
you know what they'd end
Yeah.
up looking like?
What?
Alan from The Hangover. That's actually what they'd look like.
Tell her.
I want my man to be. I want to objectify the man. I'm going for a little tight pair of GAA shorts and nothing else. August Tommy Rig. Do I tell you that
She's
shite?
smart, she's
Leave
smart.
the Hoover at home. We're on an EHA mock.
I know.
Sorry, bring it out the
Louise,
baby
I can
holder.
fully
lad.
see your boob.
Dyson.
I can fully.
For fuck's sake. Put that. You can do
Louise,
that before
I
getting.
can fully see your boob.
Sorry.
She gets so
She's
excited
very
by the talk of the
so,
sexy
uh,
costume.
Yeah.
Her boobs slipped
Come on,
out.
let's go.
That's all right. Anyway.
Okay, gosh, if that was you got that not even on the Patreon, you have to pay for that.
Yeah.
That's a free tit.
Free
No,
tip
I'm
in the sauna.
So I'm really sad because you know what
I want
my
the GA shorts.
She got so excited.
Don't let it be said anyway that I don't fancy the old man in GA shorts.
no, but I'm so sad because mine was gonna be the Paul Mescal costume of the fucking GA shorts, oversized hoodie, and the string headphones, yeah, and like a cool pair of runners that are really scruffy. Yeah.
Well,
what
but-
about a chain?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My stay-at-home dad can wear a chain.
Is your stay-at-home
Sorry,
dad
like-
wearing GA shorts, or is he wearing MMA shorts? Is your stay-at-home
Oh.
dad wearing whatever jiu-jitsu fucking robe?
A kimono. No.
A kimono.
He's not. Because that's not very practical for
so
taking care of
heavily
children
dressed.
with.
No, Shiva, like queuing to get into coppers. Your man has a Dyson, a jiu-jitsu robe on, a baby,
Yeah,
it's too much.
It's too much. It's too much.
It's the duality of man, all right?
Honestly, man, do you find the GA shorts extremely sexy?
I think GA shorts are extremely sexy.
Yeah, really sexy. I actually,
Yeah, sexy.
I've actually started objectifying them so much that when I wear them myself, lounging around the house, I find them sexy.
No,
I know.
Aaron, no
Can I actually-
I'm turning myself on.
Cahill's got a few pairs recently, right? And
Okay.
they're quite short, right?
Yeah.
But now I'm going to call you out, Cahill, to Bronerm. We were going to go to the gym the other day and he was like, do you know what? I'm going to wear flip-flops to the gym, feck it. I was like, right, go on. He wears what he wants. I was like, grand. And he comes in, he was like, right, ready to go to the gym. And he's wearing flip-flops, right? Flip-flops, tiny little GA shorts, fair play to him. Like a grey jumper, not like a gym jumper, a grey jumper, and then a jacket. Like a red patterned jacket and a hat. I was like, I am not stepping
no,
foot in the
no,
gym
no,
with you
no.
like this. I was like, go upstairs and change.
Oh my god.
Why?
Because he just didn't want to go. He had been dressed like that in the top half, and he only changed his bottom half to go to the gym. The man does not give a shite about what he looks like.
Oh my
And I was
God.
like, I'm not walking into the
power.
gym with you like that. I'm sorry.
Listen,
Put
where
on
do you
the
go?
get the nappy bag, and we're on our way.
Yeah, you're on the way. You've been marching him up the stairs, not to the gym.
Kind of.
Right, Colini, fucklor in the tseachtain. What are we going for?
Oh, two a day dan on.
Two of Danon.
Slew
Okay.
she.
Yes, so is she. Osnadorhe, which is like mystical.
Anya.
Anna, yes.
Yeah.
Kilcannon.
Oh,
Kilcannon.
Kilcannon, Anava, Gheimhridh, which is like
Divilment?
mystical. No,
Oh.
Gheimhridh is also like I suppose like magical Osnadorhe kind of sail mystical. Really is another way. Go on.
No, knocker scale got hinchant. Oh, Ken the Hashway.
Sorry, I'm buscafishna. Girls. Oh my god, I
Jamie.
can't believe I forgot this. Okay,
Yeah.
so churma call out amach agus hánig galore scéalta isteach. But one of the scéalta particularly resonated ling because hí an duine seo a cónaí cóngrocht áit a chónig mise agus Shiva Hanahain.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, very long story. Fi Hánig an Vansha a Dagvalling. I'm just double checking that I can say her name. Hánig Orla a Dagvalling. Okay, so Orla, you lived like not far from where Shiva lived for a long time, and I also lived just up the road from there, so we were freaked as fuck. So Orla was living in a house share with her mates after college in Drumcondra. We've all been there. And
I lived in Hull.
oh, you live in
Go on, tell everyone what you call it. Go
No,
on.
that's lazy.
That is, as you know, she'll be totally cancelled.
I'll be
then.
cancelled.
What I will say is,
Good for
Bon
you.
Hall. The Hall of the Bon.
It's
Okay.
Fionn.
Fionn Halla? No, it's not. It's
Oh no, it's Brew. Fionn Brew.
Yeah,
Fionn
Fionn
Brew.
Brew.
okay, so the start of the story, it's split up over things. Okay, so 3 of us girls live in a tiny house in Drumcondra. We had a ghost. We had a real life ghost there. It was so freaky, says Orla. Then she said, one of the girls started to wake. Sorry, the ghost started to wake one of the girls at night, and she could feel her presence over her shoulder. And then she began waking my other friend at night, and then finally she started waking me. We had someone look into it, and it was a little girl from famine times. She just liked hanging out with us. We tried to live with her, but she was just way too disruptive, and so we had to have her removed. The house was cleansed, and we didn't hear a peep after that. And I was like, oh my God, of course, got back to her straight away. Like, how did you remove her? And she said one of the girls had a spiritual friend who cleansed the house. He could see spirits and all that kind of crack, but he never took money from it. It was just an odd spiritual nixer he used to do for free. And they didn't stick around when the friend went in to cleanse the spirit. But after that, she remembers coming back into the house, and it felt an awful lot fresher, and the air inside was a lot less heavy afterwards. And it was all just really weird. And actually, she just sent a message that I haven't seen. One of her friends replied to her and said, maybe he was living in the house, was like, hi Orla, my mum's friend was a spiritual healer, and he came and saged the house one evening, every room. It took ages. She was really reluctant to go. Sorry, that's so sad. He would communicate with the spiritual world and was talking her through the process. I know that sounds really mad. I hope you're not having any issues with spiritual folk. Sorry, that's really sad. That's
Táiste Brónach.
Yeah.
And then Mohim, like, on Rosa de Cart, now, like, if she's being disruptive, she's being disruptive, but like, on Rosa de Cart, could fault Rayleigh.
I know, but maybe she needed to move
Yeah,
on.
She
yes,
probably
yeah.
needed help
yeah.
to
So it's
move
cool.
on.
Yeah.
But
But can I also say I love that Orla wrote at the very end of this, feel free to add artistic license to the story. She knew who she was talking to.
I didn't need to though. The
No, you
story's
didn't.
so
That was an
freaky.
amazing
Yeah,
scale.
that is.
Yeah.
There's a whole other episodes in Ghost, isn't there? And that kind of extra.
Yeah, there is. Girls, this must be the longest episode of all time. We better go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sinné wenge gadín tatan chuing.
Slán!